Okay, here we go. Ready to fly. And I believe I've just... No, I haven't. Oh, I thought I'd solved the issue of lag. Hang on. No, I might have. Yeah, I have. Great, right. I'm in control. There is the runway, so I'm going to do that. Okay, if you pull the throttle fully back... Yeah, right.
Standard traffic pattern. And I've already set us up in landing configuration at 65 knots with 10 degrees of flaps and idle power. We're up now.
Okay, so we've got to ease this down slowly.
Change your pitch if you need to, and keep your aim point on the runway number. When you're targeting the runway number, you want to keep it steady in your sights.
I kind of can't though, it's kind of hard going down like this with a controller.
You'll need to add a bit more throttle to get back on the slope. If it looks like the number's moving down in your windscreen, well, then you're too high. You'll need to add flaps to increase your rate of descent, but you'll also need to push forward and trim to change your attitude and maintain the same speed.
Right, we are going down hot here. We're also probably way too high, actually. I don't know. The landing's the hardest part, really. Take off easy, just throttle, up you go.
Keep your aim point on the runway threshold. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare. Once we pass the threshold, shift your aim point to the end of the runway.
Okay, nice and steady.
To aim the nose just above it.
Nice and steady.
We're past the threshold, but still a bit high. Keep reducing altitude. You should be able to start flaring the plane now.
Whoa!
Keep pulling back slowly. Let the plane settle onto the runway. Don't push it down, but don't let it start climbing.
Oh my god, I actually just did that then. Oh my god, that was perfect landing the second time. How do we brake? Is it F? I believe it's F. Yep, F is the brake. Okay, that's good. That first landing though, impact, that would have completely destroyed this plane's gears.
As they say, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing.
Yeah, I guess so. We did good. We did very good. Well, I'd say we could probably use the plane the next day.
Trust me. Don't hesitate to practice.
Yeah, definitely need to practice a lot. Just slowly ease it down. That was what I was doing. I was trying to force it down, but I just needed to pull back and just let it slowly ease down to the ground. The first time I just tried to slam it in while trying to pull back. Okay, so the next one's traffic pattern. This will be interesting. Okay, here we go. Obviously we've got a bit of lag, remember. I thought last time by doing that it got rid of the lag, but I don't know. Right.
Let's be honest, no one likes going around in circles. Unless you're a pilot training on traffic patterns. Sedona's standard traffic pattern follows a 1,000-foot altitude around the main runway. By the time we're through here, you'll know how to complete the full run from takeoff to landing. So let's get started.
Give ourselves a bit of throttle. There's movement. I don't know what's going on because there's lag. So I'm going to engage the brake because I can't see a thing that's going on. Give it a second to lag out. And there we go. We're back to normal, I believe. I don't even know. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's full throttle that. If it's going to go in, it's kind of hard to work with this. There we go, full throttle. Here we go. See, the thing is, using the LT and RT, the base of the rudders, it's kind of like tap it a tiny bit and it's fine, but you accidentally tap it fully on and you just go full on left or full on right. Right, you ready? And pull back.
When we're up, keep us aligned with the runway and climb to 5,400 feet.
5,400 feet.
Going for a left-hand traffic pattern.
So we need to go up to there, I believe. Right, now I'm getting the hang of things and things are working. Obviously we have a little bit of lag at the beginning, but you know, come on, that's really good for this being like maybe an old generation PC now compared to what this should be running on. It's quite good. Especially when I was surprised when they said it was high end. I thought it was going to say low end. Because the only other better thing than the high end was the Ultra.
Once we reach altitude, you're going to start turning left 90 degrees toward a 122 degree heading.
Right, so we're going to bank left. So I believe we're just going to be going around in circles.
Get ready to enter the crosswind section.
Okay.
Keep going till you reach the traffic pattern altitude of 5,700 feet.
Downwind turn.
Ready to make your left turn downwind? When the runway appears at the halfway point of your wing strut, you'll know you're at a good glide distance.
Okay, we're doing good. Just make sure the throttle's fully in. Yeah, throttle is fully in. Now what you will notice is a lot of the Earth can sometimes be really like, well not the Earth, but like some of the models will be quite flat until you get close to them, or some of them just will be.
On the right track. Lower your nose to a cruise attitude and reduce power to 2,100 RPM.
Right,
Once your speed is in the white arc, add 10 degrees of flaps to prep us for landing.
right,
Not a bad time
flaps.
to check if the runway is looking good.
I don't actually know how to think of my flaps, you know.
It goes without saying, always watch out for other planes entering or exiting the pattern.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea, you know. Always be on the lookout for planes.
We're gonna fly past the end of the runway here. Keep going until you see it at a 45-degree angle behind you. That's your cue to turn left again, onto the base leg.
I'm just looking for flaps in here, just so I can... Ah, they're the flaps. Don't believe they are. So obviously flaps are normally next to like your throttle and things like that when you're in a 747 or a 737 or a private or whatever.
Alright, reduce power to idle to start losing altitude and maintain cruise attitude.
Right, final turn. I don't know whether we're going to be landing, but we're heading in.
For our final turn.
Right, I can't actually... Ah, the runway's there. Please don't tell me the final turn is literally turning into the runway.
There we go. The runway's in full view. Make sure to keep the plane centered on approach.
Oh, we are literally landing.
Too high, add flaps. Too low, add power to maintain the glide path.
Right. Remember what we learnt last time? We're going in way too fast for this, I can just tell. Go on, pull back. Keep pulling back. We've got a long runway, so we're okay. Let it go down a bit. Pull back. Perfect! That is a perfect landing. I'm proud with that. Holding the brake. Nothing's happening yet. We're still going down the runway. Create some speed. And I think we're about to hit the end of the runway. Let's pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back.
Now just apply the brakes to slow your roll. And make sure you don't stop on the runway, of course.
Oh,
If other planes are looking to land, we've got to move.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Taxiways on the right.
There you go, 11% will do, that's good enough. I think we missed most of the taxis. We should have pulled back earlier. Let's get my... Can I have my yoke back? There we go. I believe we should be able to go this way. Right, we'll go around here.
Good job. As an old instructor said to me, not only did you not die, you're really learning to fly.
Yes, I guess I am really learning to fly. Just don't put me in a 747 yet. Please, I beg. Right, next flight. Oh, first solo flight. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, there's going to be no one to bail me out if something goes wrong now. Oh, God. It's basically what we just done then on our own, which could possibly be at the worst point. Right. So we're going to take off. We're going to bend left into our first corner point. Then we're going to keep bending into 2, which is a straight, and then we'll bend again towards 3. And once we get to 3, I'd probably start coming off the throttle. We're about there maybe, or if we're going slow, when basically we take the throttle off here, we can then accelerate here maybe just to get us to there, but take the throttle off again here, just so we're not going too fast. And when I mean put the throttle back on here, I mean like 20% at most, just so we have enough throttle to get to there. So I've got a plan now. It's probably going to go wrong. Let's see what happens. Right, let's go. Okay, here we go. And now we need to just take off. The annoying thing is I'm trying to turn and that's when it's lagging. But it doesn't normally the takeoff point, that's why I just said immediate takeoff. Because normally by then the lag kind of stops, but I probably should have waited. Because I can't actually tell how fast I'm going. There we go, that's what we want. Right, here we go. Right, let's get on these lines. Perfect. Right, come on. Taking off at speed, Off we go. Reach 5,400 feet. Just make sure we don't stall. Reach 5,400 feet. Go on, Cessna, you can do it. Turn left to join the traffic pattern. Alright, here we go. This is the downwind part coming up soon. Alright. Okay, everything's going perfect so far. And the main important thing now is going to be our landing, making sure that's perfect again. Getting it even better than we did last time, because last time we had 2 bumps, this time we want 1. Just hitting the ground perfectly. Obviously not actually hitting the ground though. Alright, we'll turn left in a minute. We'll go over that mountain there, that one on the right of these 2. And then we'll turn, just so we're getting the full... There we go. I don't know what's going on with that mountain there. Whoa, 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 mayday, 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 mayday. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Okay, yeah. We're just gonna follow the path. Now there's the runway. We'll start turning soon. That was close to hitting them trees and going into the ground then. Right, this is the base leg, I believe. Then we're going to be on the final in a second. Although it's not gone green yet. It's a bit worrying, but what can you do? So as we said, we're going to come off the throttle. We'll keep that at 16. Okay, I need more throttle, I can already feel it. Give it more throttle. Okay, so it's not done the turn left for the base. Which might mean we failed this, but I don't know. Right, I'm going to get some height. I'm going to start reducing it. There we go. Nice and slowly down. Down we go. Down we go. No, down we go. Come on. There we go. That time we hit. That was a bad. That's an awful landing.
You weren't really supposed to land there.
What are you on about?
It's well done. Don't get me wrong.
It's going to make us restart now.
Expected. At this point, I think it's probably best if we start the lesson over.
I don't get it though, because we did the turnings. But I don't know when the turnings are now. That's the issue. Because there's no marker to go, oh yeah, there's turning there, turning there. See, that's saying going far out. So we'll go out. Right, okay, so after God knows how long of flying all sorts of ways, we've got the final approach. So there is our runway to the left of us. Or is it? Where is it? Where the hell's the runway? Why has the runway just disappeared? That makes no sense whatsoever. What the hell is going on? Ah, that's the runway up there. That's the issue. I'm too low now. We're only at 4,000. We need to be at like 5,000. And for some reason we're stalling though. And I understand why we're stalling now. Because I put the throttle on. 64%. I need full on. Just going for it. We'll increase the speed, throttle, and we'll make that final approach. But we need a lot more height before we can even think of doing that, so we'll go around this way. Need 5,400 feet, and for some reason we're dropping. That's it. I need the speeder to go up, not down, and the altitude to go up like it is, but I need the airspeed to also be going up. Just hold off for a second because we are way too low still, I can tell. Hold off for 1 second. Right, we're going to try and make this final approach. Now it's not gone green lights, that's not good. There we go. Okay, this is the point. I'm going to ease off the throttle. Because we're nice and high now. So you can nicely ease off the throttle. I'm going to take it down now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to immediately pull back off the throttle. We are way too high. Mayday, mayday, mayday. We could be about to have a crash landing. Hold back, hold back. No, 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 not down. No. That was an awful landing. I should be ashamed of myself. Because the thing is, I was pulling back, but all of a sudden it was getting speed to go up. It made no sense. But we are lower on the runway than where we were. So now what we're going to do is we're going to give ourselves... Now what we'll do is we'll stop. Stop! Stop! Don't hit that thing. Do not hit that 747. Hit that Cessna. Woo! We landed! Ooh. These are taking us ages to do though, purely because, well, it's kind of a pain, some of them. You just got to get the precise locations, otherwise it doesn't allow it because it is a flight simulator. Okay, here we are. Right. Gonna be a little bit laggy as you always know.
I've always said, flying.
Zoom out and see what happens. Right.
Skies, endless possibilities. But to fully enjoy it, you need to be prepared.
Oh, here we go. Navlog. So.
We're going to focus this lesson on navigation prep and procedures. The fundamentals of getting from point A to point B.
Okay.
Step 1. Putting some distance between us and the ground.
Easy. Throttle in. Them off. Throttle in. Now we nice and slowly just taxi down the runway to a certain point. Okay, so we're up on the air. Well, we're up in the air, not on the air. Well, it says takeoff, and we've done that. There we go.
Now keep climbing around the airport until we reach 5,800 feet.
58, okay. So we'll turn this way, then we'll look for some speed and height. $5,800. It doesn't like really climbing this plane, does it, at all? Just hitting 5,600 feet, and it's about to stall. There you go, we're so close to 5,800. There we go.
Good navigation starts with good departure prep. Let's set up the aircraft for the first leg of your trip.
Set a cruise altitude. Right, I don't know how to do that though. So,
Check. Now for your heading. When you need to set and maintain a heading, you'll want to rely on your heading indicator. Compasses are prone to errors, especially during turns or while accelerating or decelerating.
so it's going to be something to do with this, isn't it?
Your plane above the airport.
Okay, position the plane above the airport. Right. There we go, we're at 6,000 feet, that's what we want. Maybe a little bit higher actually. That's it, just get that height. We're doing good. Believe it'll be something to do with this, won't it? Oh, that's frequency, that's frequency.
One last bit of departure prep. We need to validate the time. That's a fancy way of saying start the clock.
Okay, start the clock.
See our next waypoint, Munns Park, is at a 41-degree heading about 5 minutes away. Navigating is basically flying a given heading for a given amount of time. Sometimes you deviate, but if you track the time flown from your last known position, you'll always have at least a range for your current position.
Okay. Reach Munns Park Golf Course.
We all know speed can increase or decrease depending on the wind. That's why at your next waypoint you'll want to compare your estimated time en route with the actual time flown. Validate your estimate and your progress.
Again, could all be a little bit too complicated for me. I haven't a clue what I'm doing now. Now we're in the deep ends of piloting. Let's just keep a nice steady altitude and speed. Should be there in no time at all. I noticed this Cessna likes to bounce, but I think it's because I'm using the thumbstick, so I'm just trying to keep it level. Anytime you see it moving, that's me just putting a little bit of effort into the control just to keep it stable. The only way I can find to keep it stable is having it swerve left to right, and then if I take my thumb off, it'll go down, it won't go up, it won't go stable, it'll just plummet to the ground. Right, let's get back to that stable flying again as we were. There we go. So we're 6.84 nautical miles. It's got some distance. I think we might join back once we're at the location or close to the location. Okay, so we're on the final approach to this Munns Park. We're actually probably above the designated height that it wants, but it doesn't matter. We're 8,000, nearly 800. Oh well. Follow the highway.
We've got one more stop. Flagstaff.
Okay, so restart the navlog, stopwatch.
The easier way to navigate is to follow identifiable landmarks like highways. And just so happens we have one below us.
Do we? I don't see a highway. Ah, yes I do. We will follow the highway then. Flagstaff Pullenheim Airport. Pullenheim Airport, I believe. We're dropping altitude massively, but we're also picking up a lot of speed. I don't know why the cabin's gone red. It's a bit, you know, luminous lighting. I think the airport might be on the other side of that mountain. I don't really know. But this game is amazing, and we're only on the tutorials. I'm going to try and find my house. We'll do that in probably the next video, maybe. Just well, depending on how many missions we have, because I might end this after this one. Some of them have been at an hour each because I've had issues of not understanding things, so I've had to like go back and redo them, things like that. But that's no problem. Follow the highway. I know you can go to Area 51 on this game. I know that, is it Gamer Riot or Riot Gamer or whatever his name is? He went to Area 51's location. It's basically just a satellite photo into the game. It's an actual runway you can land on. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Right, okay, so we're 7.65 nautical miles. Right, can I move that? I want to know my airspeed more than anything. As long as I can see top of that. Because it says follow the highway and it's not gone green, but technically we are following the highway. $140 knots would be nice to be doing. I don't think we are actually going to get to do that. Unless we have wind pushing us and we were as high as we could possibly go and then just dropped, maybe we'd hit 140 knots. I wonder whether you can actually land on the highway, because obviously there is no obstruction besides the cars and the trees and that. If it's like a smooth surface, then maybe you could. Obviously I'm not going to try, because that's not what we want to do, but kind of cool to know. It's something I could look into on the free moding aspect of it. I know there's quite a few challenges too that would be kind of cool to do, but I really want to go and explore the United Kingdom, so we're going to do that. Well, as soon as we've done the challenges, so if that's 2-3 videos out of the challenges, then that is what it is. Okay, we're 5.55 nautical miles. This game just looks amazing, and imagine with even ultra graphics how amazing it would look. Okay, we are getting closer. We're also dropping altitude that I don't really want to be doing. Now, is that the runway there? Hang on, I'm not even facing the right way inside. Hang on, we've got a bit of lag for some reason. I've no idea why. Sort yourself out. Is that a runway? No, it is not. So I'm looking for a runway out there, but I'm not seeing one. It is a slightly bit worrying because it says we're quite close to one, but I'm not seeing a runway. And I wonder whether we're landing at this runway too, because if we are, we probably need to find an approach to it too. So we might need to circle around this one. Just to get a perfect landing. Or is that the runway? That might be the runway, you know. I just can't see an air traffic control at the location. But that, to me, looks like it could be a runway. So we're going over here to then turn, I'm assuming. Because I'm not seeing anything else that looks runway-like. Yeah, it's the only flat surface I see, but it doesn't look very flat now we're close to it. So maybe it's not. That's a weird positioning. We're getting closer, but still not seeing a runway, unless that's what it is out there. There's a thing to the right there. There's that over there, but that looks like water more than a runway, and there is, that might be it. There's a tower there, I believe.
As you close in on Flagstaff Pulliam airspace, next step is setting up to enter the traffic pattern.
Okay, we're about to enter the traffic pattern, I believe.
Got clearance to enter the downwind leg and land on runway 21. Keep your attitude, then follow the standard pattern.
Okay, so runway 21, we're going to remember that, but I don't know which runway we're actually looking for. Hang on, is that the airport? Yep, just found the airport. That's the small runway, that. Oh no, it's not, it's all the way down. Okay, we're okay, so we're okay. Right, I'm going to get rid of that, because I don't want it distracting me. Here we go. This is going to be our final approach. It's going to be quite a thingy turn, isn't it? Runway 21, I believe, but it'll probably give me some more information. I hope. Right, we're approaching it. Now that is the runway, so I'm assuming it wants me to turn around.
Lower your nose to a cruise attitude and reduce your power.
There we go, that's what we're after. The base turn's coming up. Alright, let's lower that altitude now. Because we're going for the turn soon. And then we'll have our final approach. Let's get ready on that throttle too to take the throttle off. But the base turn's actually quite far out, but then if you think about it, the runway's still there and we're here. So actually it's probably not that far out from where we turn. It'll be turn and literally take the throttle off maybe. We'll have to see. I'll go a bit further out so we're turning onto the base turn. Right, okay. Because we want as much time to prepare for this actual final landing, not... well, final descent, not the actual just turn and then land and panic. Okay, we are picking up speed there.
So you're losing altitude while maintaining cruise attitude.
Yeah, when we're not even in line with the runway, that's probably not the best. I'll give it... how much throttle have we got? We've got 25%, that should be good enough. We'll need to now rearrange this. Hang on, where's it telling me to go final turn? What's it on about now? Final turn's all the way over there? What's it on about now? We could make the approach right now. Because I have not got enough speed to tell you that now.
Runway 21, and we'll call this one done.
Okay, so it wants us to now turn around and land the aircraft. On runway 21, do not forget that. Pull off the throttle. If I need to, I can give it a bit more throttle, but actually it's probably best to, isn't it? Give it 12% throttle, just so we're not smashing into these trees as we come in for landing. We've got a bit of throttle to give us a bit of... in fact, you know what, give it a bit of NOS. That's it, that's normally what you hear on a plane anyway, isn't it? Them constantly changing the throttle. Okay, I'm going to take the throttle off now. Just check we're on 0. Yeah, we are. That, I would say, is a perfect landing. You can't really fault that. And then we're just going to give it 17 and just get off the runway. Well, we've landed the aircraft, so I don't know what much more you want. Ah, on runway 21. Was that not runway 21? I just landed on the nearest runway, if I'm going to be honest. I am now going to taxi off. It's not liking that, is it? I don't think we were on runway 21. But why would it send us for an approach on a runway that we're not aiming at? Doesn't make sense. So surely we're here now. I'll go back onto the runway and see what happens. Runway 21, yeah. So unless it wanted me to land further down here.
Alright,
oh, there you go. It just wanted us to stop, I believe.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh, perfect. Congratulations. Congratulations is what we want. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to end this episode here, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, press the notification button down below for notifications. And we'll see you guys in the next video where we're going to be doing next training flight first navigation solo. So this one will be complicated probably, so I'll see you guys in the next video.